Hey guys, it's Chelsea, and a bunch of you have been seeing my posts on Instagram about redoing my room and getting things painted and changing like the whole color scheme and everything of my room. And a bunch of you have asked me to do a review or to do like a demonstration of the paint that I've been using. And the paint that I have been using is the famous CeCe Caldwell in Vintage White and Santa Fe Turquoise, which is a gorgeous color. I have been diluting it down. I've been adding some of the Vintage White to the Santa Fe Turquoise and then watering it down a little bit, because you can water, this paint is chalk paint, and you can water it down a little bit. So I have like my own little custom color right here in a little container. But anyway, so about this paint, I saw it on YouTube actually. Debi Beard, she's a crafter, and she just paints everything with this stuff. Like, she paints her furniture, she's painted a couch, she's painted her whole like workshop, her studio, with this stuff. And it's called CeCe Caldwell Paints, and it's a type of chalk paint. And if you're into like the Shabby Chic, I don't know, like, I guess it's called Shabby Chic, like vintage, like, I don't know if you can see this pie safe right here. This is an antique pie safe, and you see how it's kind of like distressed and like it's white, but yet it's like worn white. That is what this does. And the best thing about this paint is you don't have to sand it. You just have to get a wet cloth and distress it with a wet cloth, which is amazing, because if you have done like the Shabby Chic distressing wood, you know you have to get like sandpaper and, you know, sand it down, which can be a butt. But this stuff is awesome. You just have to have a wet cloth. So, that's what it looks like. This stuff is pretty hard to find if you're in my area, which is Alabama area, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa part. The only place I can get it is like an hour away in Birmingham, and it is at the Hoover Antique Gallery Mall. No, Hoover Antique Mall, sorry. In Hoover, Alabama, which is like right next to Birmingham. But that's the only place I could find this. They have bunches and bunches and bunches of other colors. You can mix, you can actually make your own colors. You can mix white with it. You can also water it down so it won't be so thick. It's very, very, very flexible. She also makes finishes, like satin finishes, and then she also makes wax that you can put on it to make it look even older. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so that's basically it. And I'll put her link in the bottom bar, Debi Beard, and I'll also put the website to CeCe Caldwell, and I'll also put their Facebook down there too, because they're coming out with a couple of custom colors like in the near future, I think. But anyway, so what I'm doing is I have this end table. It was actually a sewing I don't know, a sewing table, I guess. It's antique. It's very old. My grandmother gave it to me. And it came with her sewing machine. And her sewing machine, like her very first sewing machine that she ever got. So it's like super, super old. And I'm going to use it as an end table. So it was this color. Those are the drawers. It was that color. So I just put one coat of the Vintage White by CeCe Caldwell on here already. And the brushes I like to use are like a bristle, like a natural bristle. I don't know if it's going to focus. Like a natural bristle brush. I just find that it applies it like, I don't know, more, I don't know, old looking. If that makes any sense. But anyway, I've already put one coat on there. I'm going to let this dry and then put another coat, and then I will show you how I distress it. But I went on and painted the first coat on there because it, I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me paint a whole end table, whatever. But I am going to show you, try to show you painting the drawers. So, I'm going to get my paint. Oh, and they also ship too. Like if you can't find this like anywhere near you, they can also ship the paint. And I'm going to go on and tell you that it's pretty pricey paint, but it saves you from sanding, and I would rather spend a little bit more money and not have to sand than spend like really not spend a lot and have to sand, because sanding is just a pain in the butt. So anyway, this is the vintage white. So it goes on pretty thick. You can also water it down, but I'm not gonna water it down doing this because I kind of want it thick on here, because I'm gonna distress it pretty good. So I mean, you don't have to be like a perfect painter to do this. I'm just slapping it on here because I'm gonna have to put another coat anyway. So this is kind of hard holding the camera and painting. There goes the fireplace. So that's one coat. So I'm going to do the other one, and then I'm going to let this dry, and then I will be back. Okay, this is a new day, or a different day than I was recording before. I've already put 2 coats of CeCe Caldwell Vintage White on the dresser. I've already started de-stressing it a little bit. And I've already done this drawer. So after you let the second coat dry really good, all you need to do is get just a wet rag and just rub it where you want to distress it. So all you gotta do is just rub it really hard. With a damp cloth, and you might want to go with like thinner coats than I did, because I think I put a really thick coat. But basically all you do is just rub it however you want to distress it. Okay, so I have finished, and this is what it looks like. I decided not to distress this because the wood soaked it up, and I didn't really feel like sanding it, and I think it looks fine like that. Also, I'm going to leave these panels like that too. But this is what it looks like after I basically wiped it off with a rag. I'm going to get some decorative drawer pulls. I have to special order them because these are smaller than the ones at Hobby Lobby that I bought. And there's the side. And then what I'm going to do to finish it is add this lattice piece that I had. And I'm going to install it like right there underneath it to give it more of a shabby chic look. Okay, so this is the finished product. I added this to the bottom, so it's kind of like an inset. And these are just the original door pulls, or drawer pulls. I am going to get some decorative ones, but I just have to find some that will fit this, because this is like a short drawer pull. So this is what the finished product looks like. I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. So yeah, so I'm going to put CeCe Caldwell's link in the bottom bar, and also Debi Beard's in the bottom bar, and check it out, and I will probably keep you posted with the renovations I'm doing on my room. So I'll talk to all of you soon. Peace, love, and eyeshadow.